Now, we have dynamics at work that a lot of people would like to promote. For example, in many a conglomerate or a very well thought out and strong atmosphere, talking about corporate atmosphere, corporate lifestyle, there are certain things, there's certain nuances that are peculiar to some groups. I have read and also heard and also seen some cases where the company has some tradition. So when a new person comes through, all the guys on the floor decide to come together, maybe give him a pat on the back, or they bring a jar and tell him that he should dance, or maybe they say, okay, since you just joined for the first time, you follow us out at the end of the work today, all right, and we have a drink. All on us, right? Just have fun with us and get to know us, yada yada. Now, because that is a tradition, doesn't necessarily mean the person or the persons would definitely love you and adore you, and you guys be singing Kumbaya every day when you come to work. But there's a benefit, really, of having that type of relationship at work. For example, it's been very well documented that productivity actually improves when you feel that the people whom you are working with are friends. You feel a certain level of camaraderie between yourselves. The roles and the responsibilities that you have seem to make you guys bond a little better. So in big corporations, in big societies, right, you would find, for example, the engineers who work with the generators are a bit more closer to each other than, let's say, the accountants, right? They work in the same firm, right? But because the engineers are usually together, there's a spirit of camaraderie between themselves. They understand their roles. The accountants, for example, will probably have his own buddies. They're in the same WhatsApp group. They're comfortable with each other, right? Now it's good because in these cases, when you have genuine friendships, workload is better. Collaborations improve. The level of communication, actually improves. Those who are in one department understand how they relate. They can pass information, sometimes non-verbally, and you just see that particular department moving very well. It is also a form of support, emotional, sometimes physical, other times even spiritual support, when you have individuals who have a very close-knit bond at work. However, the truth is, your colleagues at work are not your friends. They can be your friends. In fact, like I said, a lot of people would love to work in a place where there's a lot of, conviviality, in the space. There's a lot of understanding. There's a lot of fairness, and there's a lot of family-esque, environment around the place. It makes it work. But the truth of the matter is, not every place is like that. So this morning on the Office Beat, we're talking about office and business dynamics. And my question is this: how friendly should you be with your colleagues at work? Because there are stories, and I'm sure some of you probably share some stories with me this morning. There are stories of colleagues who have undermined your integrity at work. There's unhealthy competition in some business premises. There are some people who carry juju to work. How many of you have heard of those stories when, PEMSEX, I don't know if you still do that those days, PEMSEX those days, when they come to a new office, they carry their own chair. They buy a new, in fact, I've heard the stories of people, at the close of work every day, they carry their chair from their office. I'm not going to leave her here and make one crew no go put a sniper on top of my chair. Can't they bomb me for the following day? There are cases, in fact, there are some places where there's a lot of toxicity. The place is thriving. The place is thriving because each of its individuals is a professional. They know what they're meant to do, and they do it very well. But for some weird reason, they don't like the person that they're working with. So, how friendly should you be with your colleagues at work?
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeriainfo FM. Nigeriainfo, let's talk.
Hello, Port Harcourt with Jude on 92.3 Nigeriainfo.
017-923-0002, 017-923-0003, 017-923-0002, 017-923-0007. At Nigeriainfo PH, at Nigeriainfo PH is where you'll find us on Facebook and on X at Nigeriainfo PH, at Nigeriainfo PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X. All right. WhatsApp is 0809-030-6416, 0809-030-6416. All right. Please don't call the WhatsApp line. All right. Just send us a message on the WhatsApp message in particular. All right. So how friendly? What's the nature? What should be the ideal type of relationship? The ideal type of mentality to have when you come to work? Another example of work is football. Years ago, I had this naive idea that all team members, all teammates in Barcelona, in Arsenal, in Bayern Munich, they all love themselves because when there's a goal scored, they all come together. Yeah, we scored. Yeah. But years down, you hear of bus stops. You hear of fights. In fact, you even hear some people who try to undermine the other player's career. And let's not even talk about those who were having affairs with their teammate's girlfriend or their teammate's wife. Right? Oh, it happened. It happened. Anyway, just how friendly. Let's get to it. Right? WhatsApp now, 0809 030 6416. 0809 030 6416. All right, 0809 030 6416. This one says, Anju, good morning. The office is not a place for family meetings. All right, the office is not a place where people should be coming around and sharing their family problems. The office is a place where business is done and where money is made. All those fraternizing in office, I don't encourage it. That's why I come to work and I go when I close. End of. 92.3, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Your situation is well, and that is what is going on in our environment and office. It started, my name is B.O.B.
Good morning, B.O.B.
It started right from our own foundation as Africa. We use voodoo powers, occult, or whatever. We have another nation to Africa. They thrive in it. And why? The reason is that people lack training. Some go to school, will not learn, not read, not for exam, and especially in today, we will have people who cannot deliver. Don't use other power. Whatever. To do that and go in. Like you talked about the engineer and this or that. Some people are not quite office. Don't the office that fine. Someone is doing the work and they use other things to sustain that work. And those who are competent in the work, you don't have it to manage them. And then for to have them get acting. So I'm saying that's what's happening today. Kind of not people if everybody's God, then I can pray over you. You know, just like our father you do this thing to
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. The line is not very clear. I was trying to get the latter part. The earlier part of your conversation I could very clearly make out. But please do call again, please. All right. This one says John Terry had to collect stray bullet dead. Hey, these football people, they cannot tell people something and people just keep quiet. Cannot. I don't know. I don't understand. Cannot just okay. All right, let just fly by. No. You guys always have to be, paying very close attention to whatever I say. I don't like you guys. You guys are too serious, please. Muriel is on the line for Okrika. Good morning, Muriel.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you. In your work, you should know that these are intelligent people around you. And some of them are even more intelligent than you. And it is very sensitive. Now, when they are talking to you, they know, they read you, they read the mind. Now, people know people that are free, And you will not please everybody. Everybody cannot say good about you. But let the vast majority of your colleagues know that, no, you're a person. You must not actually be friends with everybody. Me, my policy is everybody is my friend. Nobody is my friend. That is what I put in my mind. You know, everybody is my friend. I'll be free with you. I know I am free with you, but nobody is really friend. You know, when you meet your friend, this thing knows you, knows your secrets, you know, you take it to house, and your family. That's what I call friendship. But everybody can just be your friend, you know, who know when you have a good heart, and they know when you are a special person. They know when you are a person that you do all this spiritual thing and go to any length. People are sensitive and miserable. For me, I think don't finish what part of you cannot finish. Don't maybe a space and maybe people like before you know you begin to make friends. This one is your friend, just because you're sitting close to each other, and before you know, you're no longer friends. The next thing is water. You know, be careful. Read everyone. Let it take you before you finally say, this is a friend. Don't jump to anything. This contribution, you jump into contribution. Hey, this thing, you jump into it. You're talking about this. You don't really know the person. You didn't contribute. No. Calm down. Let everybody be free with everybody. But there's no way to be free. But don't let everybody know. To be careful of those two. You know that you can go into spiritual training to bring people. Know the people that are good. Know the people that are beautiful. Among those people, now good. There are some that I may recommend you for something good. If they know that you're good, it doesn't make a good person. Trust me. So for me, I think those pastors cannot finish. Don't be careful. But if you all can see with everybody, let everybody know that, yeah, you have a good heart, you're a good person.
All right. So you're free, but you know, don't get too deep into it. Apparently. All right. Now we'll go on a break. Once again, if you're going to call us, all right, it's the regular GSM line. If you want to use the WhatsApp call, it has to be a WhatsApp line call. So don't call the WhatsApp line with your GSM number, and we'll not be able to take it. I'm sorry. Please. We'll go on a break. When we come back, more on this conversation. Let's get to the office. Oh, it's going to be an awesome day today. How many of you actually have that mindset whenever you are coming to work? How many of you look forward to the 6 or 7 hours or 8 hours that you will be spending at your place of business? It may not be you being an employee. Maybe it's your own business, whether it's a petrol station, whether it's a food mart, you sell shoes. How many of you are really excited, because, hey, those whom you work with are going to be there for you and with you, and it's going to be a great time. Now, I remember years ago, I started working full-time 2017. Yeah, 2017. Now, before then, I used to be there's a show called Meet the Students, right? It used to be here in Nigeriainfo and also on our sister station, Cool FM. I used to be the producer then. It was my job to gather the students, write the script, get the people ready, prep them up, and have a great time on radio. And I had fun doing that. I had fun so much so that on Thursday night, I started to have, a bit of an exciting fever come through. I'll be like, hey, what am I going to say today? How do I say this? Ooh, who's going to respond? What will our listeners say? What will they tell us? How are we going to be? Because at the end of the day, right, we'll have snacks together, myself and the students and also some of the staff members. And we really, really enjoyed that program. That was if I'm honest, I like to say that particular program was probably what opened my eyes to the beauty and the romance, yes, that is radio. But there are other things that probably made the decision even easier. But you see, the fact that I'd come here, and by the time we started working back then, 2017, all right, so by the time we come here, and Denebre and Ufoma and Denebre were not cases. You guys wouldn't believe what this gentleman would be up to outside the studio. The laughs, the teas, coffee. Sometimes we go play a game in my own apartment. I dey floor coffee tire. Give coffee like 7-0 those days for fun. Now they're giving me 7-0. How times have changed. But you see, those relationships that we built, I can't say for sure, but it made working here easier. I know that's not the case for everybody. And even back in those days, there were people within the premises that, weren't as convivial as the rest of us. They like to come join us when we play video games or go out or talk about football or wear Arsenal jersey or whatnot. Talk about how our girlfriends are breaking our heart. Not a lot of people did that. Some people used to mind themselves, and for good reasons. Now, remember I told you some of the benefits of actually having a very great relationships, right? Great relationship with your colleagues. But there is also a downside. Now, if you're too friendly, for example, distractions occur. Right? And then because you and your colleagues have now become, menene, just everywhere, just friend anywhere, just all this, constructive feedback becomes limited. Would you honestly tell the guy who you and 3 other people go and have drinks every night that the work you did today wasn't good? Constructive criticism becomes a whole lot more difficult. And then, let's not forget, in some cases, you've had, as we now have it today, there's the work husband, work wife occurrence, where you're spending a lot more time in the office, in your place of business, than you are at home. And your home relationships start to suffer. So, how do you get to have that particular relationship sorted? How friendly should you be at work?
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeriainfo FM. Nigeriainfo, let's talk.
With Jude on 92.3 Nigeriainfo.
017-923-0002, 017-923-0007. WhatsApp number is 0809-030-6416, 0809-030-6416. If you're having challenges with the regular GSM line, you can have a WhatsApp call with us. All right, so that the WhatsApp number is 0809-030-6416, 0809-030-6416. All right, send us a message on WhatsApp, and also if you can, a WhatsApp call if you have enough data. Let's have a conversation at Nigeriainfo PH, at Nigeriainfo PH is where you'll find us on Facebook and on X at Nigeriainfo PH, at Nigeriainfo PH. As always, please turn down the volume of your radio set. Refrain from making derogatory or defamatory comments. This see or hear, we encourage you not to make mention of it. And very importantly, keep your conversations civil. How civil? How friendly should you be? Office business dynamics. First Lady Abina Jesseri says on Facebook, your work colleagues are not your friends. Do your work. Go home and get paid. I learned the hard way, but never again. Ooh. Pray tell, Abina, what exactly happened? Pray tell. Your work colleagues are not your friends. Do your work, go home, get paid. End of story. Good morning, Jude. I work with a colleague who will barely gist or laugh with us at work. When asked, he will reply, because I'm not paid for that. Hey, this must have been a very difficult person. He only smiles back when he's promoted, commended, or when he receives the credit alert of his salary. He was always dedicated, focused, and business-minded. We got used to his way, and it was okay. Guy says when he was okay. Good morning. Friendships at work can be very constructive, but at the same time, fear those people at work, because those people can make or mar your career. For me, I have a work-life balance. I'm not too friendly. At the same time, I'm not too quiet, because if you're too quiet, they will still run you street. Zion, it's in Jerry. Zion, good morning to you.
I noticed that all these attitudes we borrowed to offer Africa, we always have a problem.
How so?
Handling or dealing with it. Honestly speaking, in the African culture and tradition, there is nothing like marriage. There is nothing like friendship. What we have is brother. Not my brother. There is nothing like colleague. We don't have colleagues. What happens is our brother underline that word. Something we say our own is not good. Now friendship we want. Now colleague we want. Acquaintance. It's so confused. I don't know what is wrong. Acquaintance is there. Colleague is there. Friend is here. Very funny thing. If your colleague cannot talk to you in the office, Mr. Zion, this document shows there's a lot of error. Next time, don't do that. You're not a colleague in the office. I'm an enemy. And in most offices, what you see, there are enemies.
Enemies.
Only few organizations who try to model their mindset to achieve the purpose. That purpose is so that efficient. If I'm not around, you can cover up for me. Apart from that, you don't say it to friendship or colleagueship in that organization. On a normal note, we are now working in one environment. We should be able to understand we are working for progress. We're working for success.
Okay.
If you also narrow down to our friendship at home, I came to the house and I showed the down to the wife. My I show you what the wife your wife is people. And your wife called and got shows to me, Mr. Son, this is guy that stand up.
But should you, Zion, should you do that? Do you need to that close to your colleagues?
Hungry. What is the function of our world? The whole social culture, the future, after function beliefs, the first half of the nation today. I should tell you, to communicate for a month. Department, come on. And go to the country for what's about them. It's official. We will file with you people, or what we go and pronounce and I'll get this office that I only talk to the. But when you come to my opinion, you are to show that you cannot be favor from that. Keep quiet.
Okay. Oh, thank you much. It's an interesting for GI. This is a this is tremendous as in the moment. The irreversibility of our humanity. Though personally, with the Marine, and I am a so, but into the friendliness of the hope and amazing weekly, their chips, mentorship and constructive criticism. Oh, I say, always trust your intuition and go home. All right, good morning, presenters. Can you give me the name of the artist of the song? That was Bruno Mars. Grenade. Grenade's name of Bruno Mars. Good morning, Jude. Too much of familiarity at workplace brings fake distraction, etc. There's a workplace, but there is always a way to relate to our co-worker, and that too much not going to overdo. Should be set work. You can relate to your co-worker after work hours. Check the direction in US and Europe. It is Africa. Our level is different there. Talking about this morning. Everything is high. Everything is tight. This morning. Let's get to 0809 060 Nigeriainfo page at Nigeriainfo. PH is where on Facebook on at Nigeriainfo PH at Nigeriainfo PH. Was a life from families thrive, and that's because when is stress something that everybody is going to benefit from, they all better. There are businesses that have existed over 100 years. It's because the family work together, understand that business and family doesn't necessarily have to mix, but when they right kind of anything, that's for sure. There is a work-life balance. That's what people are failing in our business, and those are the kind of businesses we should emulate. Space where you could also come and discuss, not just for you to gossip. It's also the way business can. If you don't have a good space, life don't carry your family problems to work. Do your job and go home. Yeah. Workspace relationship, your work-life relationship, it's a bad. Now, there's companies that are over 100. Let's see. That's an old company, right? Fast, maybe? Oh, I'm so sure business right now. How they find good balance? 017-923-002 017-923-002. But yeah, we can actually take a call. 0641609-030-641. I think let's call it back in. To establish a connection. So just a minute of messages, and I will get to whoever your name is coming up. We'll get shortly, right? Let me just. Those companies, they're very healthy in place to do well. The boss is a five-figure, not as a ruler or emperor. Those relationships high. If you don't have that, I'm sorry, you didn't be missing. See. Hi, Chibo, good morning. Hello, Taco. Hello.
Yes.
Good morning. How are you?
Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. Good morning. Hello. Hello. Yes, good morning.
I can hear you faintly.
Oh dear. All right, can you move around? Maybe the service provision is the problem. Hear me now.
Who am I speaking with?
All right, you call us on Nigeriainfo. Good morning.
Eh?
Oh dear. 1,000 apologies there. Anyway. The show must continue. We still have a lot more messages to read. Now, I think you can have a great work-life balance, Jude. It just depends on your temperament. Unfortunately, many of these places that people work and earn a lot of money, they are jealous of each other. And so you have the backbiting. Everybody's trying to become the next Oga and make sure nobody gets their space. It's all individual based. Many places where there's not a lot of competition or fair competition, you don't have this problem, Jude. All right, this one says, Jude, you finally played Grenade. Oh, wow. Were you waiting for me to play Grenade? Wow. Well, in life, all we need is balance, because salt doesn't need to be too much for the food to be sweet, but moderate. Okay. All right, thank you very much. I didn't know you guys were waiting for me to play Wow, what's so special? We played well. I'll speak for myself. try to get you guys some of the best, every single day. But I'm always open, I'm always open to suggestions. You know how to find me. You know how to send those suggestions across. Let's see now. We have just about 2 minutes. I think I'll take one more call. 017-923-0002. 08179230003. All right, 08179230002, 08179230003. All right, at Nigeriainfo PH, at Nigeriainfo PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X at Nigeriainfo PH. This one says, "Oh no, it's me that says you should play it." Oh really? I can't remember. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but you did. I think it was like 3 months. Whoa, 3 months ago. Oh dear, 1,000 apologies. So many messages. All right, let me wrap up. Read this for you. And this one here says, "Hi, G, good morning. Being a professional means you have to have a certain level of understanding of work and life balance. When you come to work, you should be civil, you should be cordial, but not too friendly. When you are out and you see your colleagues and you guys decide to have that kind of relationship, no problem. But within the confines of your business environment, hierarchy should be followed, and most importantly, respect should be the order. That way, the best in a business space will be achieved." Sounds like a HR person, right? It really does sound like a HR person. Anyway, John Wow Google says, "Interpersonal relationship in the office should be a symbiotic one. Cooperation, understanding among staff is unavoidable. This is because every department is interrelated and interdependent. One department or person cannot function optimally without the other. The intertwined structure and nature of a company or an office makes it absolutely necessary for the survival of any establishment." John Wow Google. John, thank you very much for your comments, and always thank you for joining us on the conversation. My name is Jude. Good morning.
For more